New law allows an interlocutory appeal on a decision on a stand your ground case. I'm Tulsa Attorney James Wirth. That's the question that we're dealing with here. The issue that we have is this new law went into effect November 1st of 2022. It's actually from Senate Bill 1742, and it provides, the law already provides that there's immunity from prosecution under certain circumstances where you're defending yourself or your home. It's under the stand your ground law. And it doesn't say that it's a defense, it says that it's immunity. So because of that language, you're entitled to a hearing before the case gets to trial, where it is the burden of the state to show that you were not defending yourself. Because if you were defending yourself, you are immune under the statute. That's why the burden is on the state. But what if that is decided against the defendant? Do they have to then proceed all the way to trial, potentially be convicted before they can raise the issue on appeal? Well, no longer. Under this law, it allows both the defendant and the state to appeal interlocutory. And that means that before the entire case is done. So once this is decided, whether it's in favor of the defendant, then the state can appeal. If it's in favor of the state, then the defendant can appeal, and it's on an accelerated appeal with the Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals. So it's not delayed too long before it can go back to the district court and either have a trial if it's denied ultimately, or for it to be dismissed, noting that the defendant is immune from prosecution. So there's actually an amendment to the statute, Title 22, Section 1051, and it adds subsection D that says the defendant may appeal to the Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals the denial of a pre-trial motion seeking immunity from prosecution, must be filed within 10 days of the denial of that motion. And then it also amends for the state's appeal, Title 22, Section 1053, that lists the limited areas where the state can appeal, and it adds a seventh one to the list that says, upon an order, decision, or judgment finding that a defendant is immune from or not subject to criminal prosecution. So now that decision on a stand your ground immunity motion can be appealed interlocutory by either the defendant or the state. So if you're dealing with an issue where you're being prosecuted with a crime and you are alleging immunity under the stand your ground law, you're probably going to want to talk to an attorney about that privately and confidentially, rather than just getting information online from videos. To get that scheduled with an attorney at my office, you can go online to makelawEasy.com.